G'day, ZiggyD here, and welcome back for part 20 of the Path of Exile survival guide. There has been a couple days delay, but that's because of the patch 1.0.2 brought with it a few things that I had to do in-game before I could get back into this survival guide. But we're back on the horse, and the plan for this episode is to actually go do Vaal for the first time, and maybe even farm Vaal. Now, out of the three major act bosses, you know, Piety, Vaal, and Vaal, these are the ones you'd usually think about farming. Vaal is probably the one that takes the longest to farm, is the least worth it. I mostly recommend simply continuing on into Act 3, farming some City of Sarn and then farming some docks to progress your character, but if you're playing self-found especially, Vaal is a good way to get some gear, and in this episode, I feel like farming some Vaal, so let's give it a go. Now the first thing to do is actually to check what level I'm up to. Level 44. Now I think level 45 is where new flasks become available. Yep, there we go. So there's 2 Sacred Life flasks. I'm actually pretty happy she has 2 right off the bat. So we can go ahead and get these now. We're only, half a level until level 45. So we want to get these, and maybe we can even roll these in advance as well. That might actually be a pretty good idea. Now we have 3 of these other flasks that we could use, so I could potentially trade those 3, but I might want to do that after I level. I don't want to die or something halfway between leveling up. So let's go to our stash, see if we've got any currency to actually craft these guys. And let's see what we can do with these. These are just pretty basic life flasks. We just want to craft these normally. Not going to bother qualitying flasks at this point. We want to save up our quality as much as possible for things like our quicksilver flasks and stuff in the future. So here's a panicked with dispelled burning actually. That's not too bad. Sacred life flask is not helpful at all for us. Recharges when it takes a critical strike. Let's just check the... I don't have many augmentation orbs actually, so I'm just going to alter it until we get something good. Oh wow, like... pretty bad here. Okay, there's a saturated. Saturated's pretty good, and we get some life leech as well. So that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. We'll keep that aside to equip on our character pretty soon. And panicked of dousing isn't great. Okay, if I keep this one, I'll keep this one. I need to with the third one, so we will get a magic back when we trade 3 magics over. I want to get a bubbling or a seething. So you have 1 bubbling or seething. It's a very good idea to run at least 1 of those, because you can top your life up really quickly with that. So that should be okay for now, but let's talk about one other thing. Patch 1.0.2 brought with it some changes, and some of them actually affected this build. Now, we can just continue this build the exact same way we were going, but I've actually decided that with the changes to this cluster here, the heavy draw cluster, heavy draw, deadly draw has changed. It's now 1 big circle here, and the nodes are fantastic now. They're so good. So, what I've actually done is changed up the passive tree linked in the official forum thread for this. We now get Aspect of the Eagle, but we don't continue through to Ballistic Mastery. Ballistic Mastery was only ever okay. The bow damage and speed nodes aren't that great before it, so instead we save 3 points there, and we just bankroll a few extra points in there to come down here. So we're spending 2 points on 2 dex nodes, but then we get 12% Fizz, we get Fizz and Life. Fizz and life, Fizz and life, damage and life in the same node. I love that, so good, so perfect for this build. And we get Heavy Draw, which also has a huge amount of Fizz and life, and also stun duration, so we can help stun enemies a little bit better there. So I'm very happy with this, and I'm sure you guys will be too, because it means that this character is going to end up with a little bit more damage than our previously planned build. But I'm probably not going to go down and get those straight away. My plan is still to continue heading up past Resolute Technique to get static blows eventually and grab the life and things like that on the way there. So that's the plan at the moment. But first, let's just go do some Vaal. So we'll go into the wetlands and just simply head to the northern area and try and find the entry to head on into the zone to start farming some Vaal. The first run through will be might be a little bit rough. We should be okay. How's our resist looking actually? That's pretty important. We've got capped lightning, pretty good cold, and 44 fire. 44 fire is not enough to be confident to take a smash from Vaal. However, we do have 2,000 life on this character, which is actually pretty huge at this point in time. So I'm pretty confident that this character could tank a Vaal smash, and with the 75 lightning resist, we're not really at much risk of dying in the Vaal fight. So I'm feeling pretty confident, and should be able to run through pretty safely as well. There's some chaos damage and stuff that hurts a bit, like these guys hurt quite a bit. But it should be pretty cruisy. And we'll see if we can find some uniques in this episode. That'd be pretty good. So in the caverns in here, just the one thing I'd say to really watch out for are these degen bears. As you can see, the degen effect from these guys, I've just popped a potion and still under the effect of it. But that Oh, that's actually not too bad on this character. We have a pretty high amount of life regen, but this guy here is extra damage as well, so he hits pretty hard. But just watch out for those if you don't have a ton of life regen. Our character appears to be pretty solid at the moment, so not too much of a problem for us. Ooh, a yellow compound bow. I don't know what level is compound bow. Let me check this out. I'm curious. I can't remember if compound bow is one level below. I think it is. Let's check it out. It's rolled pretty badly anyway. It requires level 41. If it had rolled a lot of fizz damage, it could have been okay, but I'm pretty happy with our D-curve bow at the moment. Actually, we do need to craft an upgrade for that soonish, so I'll be keeping an eye out for high level bows to craft. A blue bow with like 80% fizz damage and attack speed could be pretty good. I actually made a guide to crafting. In the last episode, we did do some item crafting, and it inspired me to actually make a separate guide to item crafting to show sort of how to craft your own progression gear, just with blues, you know, like with a couple transmutes and ults and qualitying up, picking the right items, finding out what upgrades you need, and then going ahead and upgrading that. And I was pretty happy with how that turned out, and a lot of you guys said that it was very helpful, so pretty good. I'll probably link that down in the description below if I can remember, because if you haven't seen that, it's well worth checking out. Alright, so in the caverns level 2, I just want to reiterate, I think I probably mentioned this in normal, but these guys are pretty dangerous. These guys cast vulnerability on hit the armor crunchers, and you'll see vulnerability, you take more physical damage. These guys hit hard themselves, so the fact that I now have vulnerability means that if they crit me, you know, I'm more susceptible to taking a lot of physical damage there. And, you know, I've had some pretty bad near-death experiences on even my EK Scion, which is a super tanky build, with the combination of vulnerability and heavy hitting opponents like that. What do we actually have here? Just a replenishing shrine. So the level 44 sniper bow is a good one to keep an eye out for. This has only got one socket. I might as well keep an eye out for one with good sockets at the moment. I'm not desperate in need of an upgrade, so I don't really need to worry about picking up just a one socket version of the sniper bow. I'll keep an eye out for a good one. If I find one with good links, maybe 4 sockets, 4 link sockets, or maybe one that's already magic and rare and has good stats in it, then that'll be worth picking up. Now make sure to grab this waypoint in here, because if we lose our portal for farming Vaal, we'll want to use this to refresh. But for now, we just want to run straight through this zone. Now, the stairwell for this zone appears somewhat randomly. I don't think it's as reliable as the other zones where you can run diagonally each time. So we'll just clear through a bit and find that stairwell if we can. Okay, so we found the entrance to the ancient pyramid. Now, if we do this quickly... Oh, no, I don't have any teleport scrolls. Damn it. Well, I better get some teleport scrolls, or this is going to be much more annoying. Noobing it up. Okay, so take 2. I have some portal scrolls this time. Now, we've actually hit level 44, so I'll just go ahead and grab the point here. Just heading up past Resolute. As I said, we probably won't get Resolute just yet. We're still... we're getting close to below 90%. Maybe it will be worth taking Resolute Technique pretty soon. We'll just fill that out as we level up a bit more. But we're level 44 now, so we can equip our new flasks. So that means I'm going to want to do that straight away. This is going to help out a lot with these fights. You can see the recovery difference is pretty massive. And we can now actually, we'll take this portal back to town, where we'll create another one in a moment. And what we'll do is sell to Roost these guys here, and we'll get a unidentified colossal life flask. So now we can, oh no, seething is, well, hold on. No, seething is good. We wanted bubbling or seething. Wow, perfect. Let's augment it. Dispels frozen and chilled. Wow, what a roll. Nicely done. Okay, cool. Now we don't need to upgrade anymore, so I can just get rid of those. Colossal. Ooh, Colossal's actually 1 level back from that. Well, I'll stick with the Colossal for now. I didn't realize I was so far behind, actually. I was 1 full tier of flasks behind. Oops. Oh well. This is still good to use. I'll use the seething for now, since it is a such a nice roll there. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to leave up a portal just here, so I'll have to summon another one. I've got plenty of portal skulls ready to go, because what we'll use is we'll use this ancient pyramid here to reset the instance. Now you have to run all the way through the ancient pyramid to farm Vaal, so that's why he's not quite as quick as doing something like Vaal, and still even a bit longer than doing like Piety. Probably takes a bit longer to get to Vaal than Piety. So generally we go to Act 3 if we can, but we'll go ahead and create a Vaal instance here and run through. So again, for most of these zones, to find the stairwell, we can simply run completely diagonal. Now we can do a bit of farming in here to level, but I'll just probably just pick off the juicy packs like these ones here. Although this is a regen pack, so it's going to be a little bit slower to kill. But I'll just pick off some of the juicy packs, not the fastest, but and continue running through these zones pretty quickly. Alright, so straight diagonal, and you can see stairwell. Bam! Look how diagonal that is. Awesome. Okay, here we go. So let's talk some Vaal tips. This is our first kill for it, so I might as well do some Vaal tips here. I've already mentioned in normal how to go about fighting Vaal, but let's talk about, as a ranged character first, how to quickly kill him as much as possible. We're going to attack through all phases, even the lightning phase, until we eat one hit. Now I have capped lightning resist, so I know I can do this pretty safely. If I eat one lightning hit, I'll get one shock stack, and then I want to run circles around him. Now for the rockfall phase, what I want to do is get pretty close to him, about this close here, and then want to attack him there. So we can pretty much attack through all phases. Now as a melee character, it's going to be a little bit different. You can attack through all phases when he's actually doing something, and you want to run around for lightning as well. You can eat the one lightning hit if you want, but I like here, you can be here when he's doing this. Okay, I know he's doing this, then I want to move back when he's changing until I know that he's not doing a slam. And you can try and go for dodges, but I recommend mostly moving away. There we go. See what he's doing. Okay, he's shooting. We can go ahead and attack. If we're a melee character, we could be melee attacking now. Lightning, we're going to run circles around him. So just try and keep up that sustained damage as much as possible. But for me, I can simply just keep attacking him as a ranged character through all the phases, and except for when he goes for the slam, then I need to get out of there. If he starts walking, you know he's doing the slam. Now for rockfall, you can avoid most of the rocks by getting in pretty close to him. So we eat one lightning, now we can just run circles around him, go back to attacking. See what he's doing, he's just doing ice, I'll just get out of the ice. He's doing lightning, so I'll eat the one lightning hit, and then I'll just move. See, I'm not really in any danger from taking one lightning hit here. And I'll just get inside of that a little bit there. Alright, there's the one lightning again. So I'll go ahead and dodge that. Going ice again, we'll just keep up the sustained damage. And this is pretty much how I'll do it as a ranged character. Just attack through all the phases until I know what he's doing. So there is a sweet spot for these rocks. As you can see, kind of where I'm... it's pretty hard to find. I can never really figure it out exactly. Something I want to practice a bit more, but... there's spots where you can stand where you just will very rarely, if ever, get hit. And it seems to be somewhere between the two ice fields that he puts down. So he puts down one there and one there. Now let's see what we actually got here. We got a few items. But that wasn't a too difficult fight at the moment. If you're going, if your character's, you know, got this much life and, you know, you resist, so doing pretty well at this point, you're not going to have too much problems. So let's check out the gloves. These could be good. Nothing too much there for us. And what about the chest? We've got a pretty good chest already. We just rolled that in the last episode. So it looks like we've just got some alteration shards for us here. So what we want to do to refresh this fight, now I can actually probably shift some stuff around and grab one more thing to sell. There we go. And what we can actually do is simply go into the next act and head back to town, and our portal, if we did this fast enough, should actually still be up. This is the same method you could use for Vaal, and I actually screwed it up a little bit. But we are using it correctly this time. So we want to go back to Act 2, and hopefully our portal should still be up. If we're running out of time, we can jump in the portal and refresh it there. But there it is, still up there, so I'll just quickly do my selling now. Alright, so we jump back in our caverns level 2, and then we just simply create a new instance, and we can go run Vaal again. And I'll do a few Vaal runs, and we'll see if we can get some uniques or some nice gear upgrades. Oh, Vaal! Smashy smash! This should be Vaal kill number 2 here. Oh, accidentally ate 2 hits there. But we're alright, we're alright. So we got some gloves and Grove Bow. Grove Bow could be alright. I think we're mostly looking out for sniper bows though. Not the best drops this time round, unfortunately. Let's just pick up some of this stuff to sell then, I suppose. Alright, Vaal, come on, uniques this time, buddy. Oh, there we go. We got some velvet slippers. I don't think they're too good. Let's check them out. Which ones are these? Wonder Trap, I think? Yeah, there's Wonder Trap. These are 100% increased rarity of items found on low life. These aren't too popular at the moment, though in Domination they might actually be a little bit more popular. Because not many people run low life builds now that exiles randomly spawn and deal chaos damage. But still not bad. We got a legendary. I'm pretty happy with that. From our 3 runs we managed to grab one. We've also got some bows and stuff here that could be alright. Let's check out the bow. Oh, whoa, whoa, the double fizz roll. Whoa, look at that. That's actually a triple fizz roll. So that has a increased physical damage percentage roll. Probably something like 90%. It has 11 to 20 physical damage, and then it has a hybrid roll, a hybrid increased physical and accuracy roll, it looks like. I'm pretty sure that's the case. So we've actually gotten 3 different physical damage rolls and crit strike chance. This bow would sell if I wanted to sell it, but I'm probably going to use it because that's a significant damage upgrade for me. Whoa! You came through, Vaal. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Let's check this out. So we just have why is faster attacks over here? What's going on? Do I not have it linked to something else, or am I just leveling? I think I'm just leveling a faster attacks for later. Ah, that's right. Okay, let's chuck this in here then. Let's see what our lightning arrow DPS goes up to. 137 to 174, and frenzy 313 to 407. That is awesome. I'm really happy with that. I kind of want to quality this. If I had 20 blacksmith whetstones, I'd probably quality this just to squeeze out that bit of extra damage, because that's going to get amplified as well. So man, not bad. I'm not even unhappy about that crit strike roll, because, and also with the accuracy, this means our accuracy rating should be up to 92% again. So we're not going to have to take resolute technique for a while. We can actually get by with the crit strike and accuracy from this. That is a sick bow. Alright, I'm pretty satisfied with my Vaal farming efforts. So I only did 3 runs, but we managed to get a legendary and a sweet, sweet bow. It's a slightly under-leveled for us, like a sniper bow would have been a better drop, but you can't get everything. So I'm pretty happy with this. We're gonna be stomping things in here. We're just gonna be destroying from now on, so that's pretty good. We'll clear our way through the rest of Sarn and make our way into the town for Act 3 Cruel. We are now into Act 3 Cruel. That's pretty exciting. Just one last little burst to go, and then we'll have made it into Merciless, which is kind of, a pretty good effort. If this is your first run through and you've managed to make it through Cruel and into Merciless like this, then that's a really good effort on your first character. So GZ, if you've been able to follow up this so far, it's been a lot of fun doing this series, and I hope you guys have been enjoying. I've been enjoying all the feedback and things I've been getting. It's been pretty awesome, and I'm loving when we get these sweet drops in these episodes. It just it's like icing. Being able to get some sick item in each episode is pretty good. I'll try and keep it where we get one really good drop per episode for you guys, and we'll talk about why those drops are good, and maybe that could be a little bit extra education as well. But let's finish making our way into the town. So here we are, we've made it into Act 3 Cruel Town. In the next episode, obviously, we'll start our progression through Act 3, so we'll try and, maybe, since I've already shown how to do the solo progression, maybe we'll actually use a public party to jump through and do some dox farming before progressing. Kind of do the party jump, the zone jumping method with a party, or maybe we'll continue through solo. Maybe you guys can let me know what you prefer to see in the comments below. But anyway, that's it for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm ZiggyD, and thanks for watching.